That's never a good sign. Let's take a look at how we got here and break this down. It all starts with a pedestrian on the freeway, which is illegal in most states, including Minnesota. Normally, it's a very straightforward call for police. You just give them a courtesy ride to the nearest service station or to a safe place. But as you know, this call is going to be far from easy. The first odd thing about this situation is that the pedestrian is actually walking away from the nearest gas station. The gas station is behind him. Within 7 to 10 minutes, our first trooper arrives on the scene to help the pedestrian get to a safer location. The pedestrian, looking cool as a cucumber, takes one final swig of his drink. By now, he's been walking for over a mile. Reading his body language, it seems the pedestrian wants to keep walking down the freeway. He starts walking away from the trooper and is approaching a big interchange. To protect everyone's safety, the trooper steps between him and the upcoming interchange, which includes a major on-ramp between I-694 and I-35W in the North Metro. The trooper stops him from walking into traffic or crossing the freeway on-ramp. Any parent or school teacher knows this expression. You can see the pedestrian pointing and asking, "Why can't I? Why can't you just let me do what I want?" He gives a little shrug like, "You're not in charge of me. I'm going to do what I want." The officer tells him no, and you can see the pedestrian move back, looking surprised. This is where adult coping skills come into play. You need to develop the skills to handle rejection, to handle someone telling you no, you can't do what you want. Here's the moment the trooper reaches for his radio to ask for a second unit. We're a little obstructed by a sign, but thankfully, we have another angle. The pedestrian tries to walk away again and gets the same answer. This is where things get hands-on. It looks like the pedestrian reaches out at the trooper, and at this point, the trooper decides he's had enough. He's going to be on eastbound 694 at W. We've got the exclusive dispatch audio, so we'll let that play out. The dispatcher helps out. 14 is going with 1. The troopers are on the ground wrestling. Special thanks to the dispatcher who was very aware of the situation on the radio and manipulating the cameras at the same time. Now, I want to be fair to the suspect in this case. At no point does he strike the officer, and I want to be clear about this. He's also not accused of striking the officer, so this looks more like a bear hug as opposed to a street fight. As a rule, we actually don't publish street fights. That's the policy we have here. You saw the taser out. We did confirm the taser was never deployed. The individual gave up and was taken into custody without injury. Thankfully, no one was injured, and no taser was deployed in this instance. Importantly, you don't have to take my word for it, or the police's word for it, because we actually have a third angle on this incident. Take a look. It provides a third perspective, and the benefit of some of these DOT cameras in Minnesota, of which there are about 100, is that they provide a good sense of transparency in government, allowing citizens to see what's really happening out there. So credit to the Minnesota Department of Transportation for providing this network for the citizens of Minnesota. Again, you can see it's really more of a scuffle. The officer thinks about tasing the suspect, but the suspect gives up. We confirmed again, no taser deployment. If you look at the ground, when a taser goes off, it bursts a bunch of confetti. Thanks to the definition of these cameras, you can see there's no confetti on the ground. So that's how we can independently confirm no taser was deployed in this situation. The suspect was arrested on charges of obstruction, failure to obey a lawful order, possession of drug paraphernalia, and pedestrians prohibited on the highway. Next time, just let them give you a ride off the freeway. If you like this video, we have another one of a pedestrian causing complete chaos during the morning commute. Like, subscribe, and don't miss out.